So I fixed my tripod. I've got my old glasses on, had a bit of a panic, thought I'd lost them, but found them. I wonder what other disasters can befall me. It's very windy up here. Oh. And there goes my hat. Now this is the Razorback lookout. I will be continuing on down this road in a while. It's telling us basically that these mountains, hills, whatever you want to call them, were actually formed when it was still the Adelaide Ocean over 550 million years ago. I've arrived at my campsite, so I've just been to Razorback. Now we've driven all this way. We went through the gorge and I am camping where that tent is, kind of right in the middle of the Flinders ranges. Now it's stinking hot, mid-30s. I think I'll put my tent up and sleep in that. This fly thing, I got it on Amazon, needs new batteries. I don't think I've got any anywhere here. I must get some batteries for it, and it's not very good in the wind. Anyway, it's done its job. Right, so we know how people disappear. They wander off into the bush thinking they're going on a little walk, not a hike. They take nothing with them, get turned around, and are never seen again. So I bought a cup of tea for sustenance and my InReach Explorer in case of emergency. I'm just going to have a look down here. There's a dry riverbed which looks like actually it was flowing probably when it was raining yesterday, because it's still damp. An incredible array of coloured stones. These rocks are a maroon colour. Now in Australia they don't call maroon, they call it maroon. They pronounce the oon as own. Anyway, these rocks are a kind of maroon colour. This is how people get lost. I'd accidentally climbed a way up the hill by now. I didn't even realise. If I put my hiking shoes on, I could get to the top of this hill. It actually looked a bit scary, but I don't think it actually is. Not if you're sensible and watch where you're going. I think I could do it. And I can't get lost, can I? Because I've just got to go down the hill to the dry riverbed. Let's see if I can find my way back. So my Aldi style Crocs aren't the best shoes for getting down a mountain, a rocky mountain at that, a steep rocky mountain. I can see Madge just over there. So I'm making my own switchbacks to reduce the steepness, because it is quite steep for Crocs. Yeah, from here it looks quite daunting. Possibly I couldn't see the summit from where I was, and that I was seeing a false summit. It might be foolish to climb it. But I'm really tempted to. Here comes the bees again. Why don't they see the water I've put out for them? A little puddle there and a slightly bigger puddle there. So the bees became problematic for a while. More and more came, and it seemed like they were trying to get into the container than interested in the water. So I shooed them away and put the water in the tent, and then more and more come, just looking for the container. I think they think it's their hive. The wind's quite hefty when it does gust, and possibly they've been blown off course and they don't know where their hive is. I've put the water over here now. This one's found it, but I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's going under it. It definitely feels like it thinks it's a hive. So as the last sunlight hits the mountain just up that ridge line, the wind still blowing. It's doing a constant 8 kilometers an hour, gusting up to 20. The sun is just setting over there. So I'm probably in for a cold morning unless it rises through this gap. Oh, I wondered what that noise was. It was my windometer. I don't know what they're called. Anemometer. It's an anemometer. Windometer. Why don't they call it a windometer? So that's blowing around 8, gusting up to 15. With all the bees buggered off, although I have a spider wasp keep hanging about looking for somewhere to find a spider to eat. He's been a bit of a pest. I've shooed him away a few times. Hopefully he'll stay away, because they're quite scary looking. It's 12 minutes past 8. So I might jump into bed. And I think I'll sleep in the car. I don't think it'll be too hot. Temperature now, it's well down, it's 26 degrees, so that is good news. Well, good morning to you. It's around 6:15 in the morning. It's chilly. You know what a nincompoop I am. I'm always worried I'll lock myself out of the car. So what I've started doing now is the key box I use at the beach, the magnetic key box, I'm putting that on the car, on the outside, whilst I'm at camp. I've just got to remember to pick it up before I leave camp. But yeah, the fear of locking myself out is real. So that's what I'm doing now. I think perhaps I should make myself a little laminated sign saying key and put it on my steering wheel. I'll do that when I get back to work. Let's go and have a look around here. I'm quite curious. Now, I saw a very big bird. It was very big at the top of this hill last night. I thought it would be around this morning, but I've not seen it yet. I'd be interested to see that again. I'm loving all the colours of these rocks. We've got a salmon pink one. We've got a purple stripy one. We've got a grey one, a lighter grey one, a red one, a green one, a sandy coloured one, and we've got a nearly black one. Be lovely to see the waters flowing down here, and it must flood because there's a bank, eroded bank there, and all the way over to there is the other eroded bank, and a grand old gum tree living on the bank of this section. I know it's not wise to walk on a dry riverbed, but I'm very close to safety. I certainly wouldn't camp on one. I wish I knew about geology, and you might think, well, why doesn't she learn? I don't have a memory. I literally can't learn things that aren't mechanical or physical. I can't remember facts. And look at this wonderful rock. It's beautiful. How did it get created? And here the creek crosses the road and continues on. I shall turn back now. Now, just along the bank here, there's either an animal track or a hiking track, and in fact close by is the Hyson Trail. Whoa, nearly went over. I didn't get a good shot of it, but this appeared to be a white wallaby. I didn't get great footage of that wallaby or kangaroo, but hopefully you saw that it's nearly white, and so the sun is making an appearance between those two mountains and lighting up. Over here. Anyway, I need to get back, get a coffee and get on with my day. This is all very fine scree, I don't know where I am actually at the moment. Oh, I can see Mad, she's just through the trees. Oh, I wish I could stay longer and had hours to sit and wait for kangaroos. I'm really interested in that white one. Anyway, battery's running out again. Constantly putting batteries in this Hero 13. Not only do the batteries run out quickly, but the cards fill up quickly. I use 128 gig and they last around a day's footage, and I guess that's the high resolution that does that, just bigger files. Anyway, let's get that coffee. So just as I do when I'm bike packing, I take a small notepad and a pencil and I jot down things to do and things to buy. And it really does help, because you think you're going to remember and you don't. As you can see, I've written nothing down. So all those things I thought, oh, I must do that, I've forgotten. So I'm going to sit and have a think and get them written down now. Ah, the bloody bees are back. So if you've got one of these Aldi chairs and like me you've been struggling to fold it up, it needs lubricating on those legs, and that's what I've been doing just with some bike lube, and it makes all the difference.